Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB15 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Soren Crane, and first I want to say thanks for watching, and they want to know, they have a couple questions about Amanda. First, what do I think caused Amanda's mood swings? Now, I'm no doctor, but I know that if you're prescribed medications, you should probably take them according to how your doctor says that you should take them, and you shouldn't store them away and then take a crap load at once and then not take them for a while. So I think her messing with her medications had something to do with it. I know she was on Adderall, and I know she would also ask for sleeping pills and stuff. So when you mix the two, it just doesn't work. Question number 2. What was with Amanda's obliviousness to people wanting her out? I think it goes back to her being blinded by her own power. I think she did exactly what she said that you should not do in this game, which is get too comfortable with where you are. And I think she put way too much trust in Andy and just thought things were fine and didn't realize that people were after her. That's what happens when you have an all-consuming showmance. Alright, so Spencer has been trying hardcore to convince Gina Marie and Andy. Every time one of them leaves the room, he's just jumping on the other one and is like, Andy, Gina Marie's got a lot of friends in that jury. And then, Gina Marie, Andy's played a really great game strategically, so he's trying to make them think, crap, I should take Spencer to the final 2. You know what, Spencer? I think it's all wrapped up. I think they're both taking you to the final 2 anyway. Because if you guys didn't know, Spencer is out of the final HOH competition, which means that Andy and Gina Marie will be facing off in part 3 tomorrow night. But honestly, I think both of them are going to take Spencer. I think he's in the final 2 no matter what, unless something crazy happens. But I have a little bit of a pathetic story for you guys right now. So the house guests went to bed last night at 2 a.m., which is pretty early for them this season. I went to 2 a.m. as well, but my sleeping patterns had played out very differently than theirs. So they slept all through the night, whatever, and then Big Brother enforced an outdoor lockdown at 11 a.m., so that means they have to stay outside. So they were all lying on the grass in the backyard like piles of dog crap. And then they were like, oh, this is BS. When I get back in that house, I'm going right back to bed. So they were planning on sleeping in until 4 p.m. today. Alright, so then they're called back in the house, and Big Brother's like, this is your last time in the backyard, so say goodbye. So Spencer, stripped down to his gross underwears and jumped in the pool one last time. That's not the pathetic part. So then they went back to sleep for a few more hours, but they were all pissy because they got up at 2:30. I think Big Brother had a HOH room lockdown, so that means they were probably doing something in the house. They were probably just planning for tomorrow's finale. So they were like, this is another attempt for Big Brother to keep us awake. Bleh, how dare they? So it was just really sad, and they were so upset that they got woken up an hour and a half before the time that they wanted to sleep until. Who sleeps from 2 a.m. to 4 p.m. anyway? That's 10 hours. No, that is 14 hours. Sorry, I just got mixed up. That's 14 hours. I went to bed at the same time as them, and I got up at 7:30. So yeah, I'm a little TO'd about that. By the way, I was staying up watching them do nothing. Alright. Don't feel too bad for me because I was reading a book at the same time. Alright, so it's almost like the final 3 are playing their own game separate from Big Brother to see who can be the most vile person of this season. And they're all winning, but we're all losing. We're all dying on the inside, I know. So there's been more bashing, talking crap about house guests, talking crap about competitions. One thing that I really dislike about this season is the way that these house guests have been talking back to Big Brother. Big Brother will say something over the loudspeaker, and they're like, F you, Big Brother, bleh. and stuff like that. I don't like that. They've been given an amazing opportunity, and it's just not cool. I would appreciate it so much more than they did. So this is my casting video. Just kidding. But yeah, I don't like that. I think it's really nasty and not cool. They should have punishments for that in the future. It'd be pretty funny. Or Big Brother should like talk back to them and just like be like, America hates you. I guess they can't do that. So some news from the outside. I read an interview today on wetpaint.com, if you want to check it out, with Nick Uhas, and they were asking him about his relationship and the possibility of a future relationship with Gina Marie, and he was basically like, I just want to take things as they come, like, people think that she's crazy, but we actually did have like something in the house. He's not saying it's romantic, but they had something, aka he wants to hold out and see if she wins, because he's got some new like project where he wants to travel around the country and like make YouTube videos. Doesn't everyone? And he needs funding for it, and Gina Marie would be a great source of funding. I'm not saying that he said that. I'm just saying like the wheels are turning and it could be a possibility. But he did already buy the Monster Truck Rally tickets that he promised Gina Marie, because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out on a date to this, and she was like, oh my god! So I'm sure she'll be excited about that, but it'll just be really interesting to see how the two interact at the reunion show, the reunion portion of the show tomorrow night. I don't really see this relationship going anywhere. I think he's being very, very nice right now, and that's cool. I think he does want to be friends with her, and he wants to help her, like, readjust to the real world, but I don't think that's going to be a romantic relationship. You never know, though. You never know. So, yeah, all I have to say is, one day more. Seriously, though, there's one day left, and the final part of the final HOH is tomorrow. Like I said earlier, Gina Marie versus Andy, and the whole shebang is done tomorrow. So let me know in the comments who you guys want to win and who you think is gonna win. I would love to see Gina Marie win the final HOH and take Spencer to the finals and beat his ass. That would be awesome. But I have a really bad feeling that Andy will win the final HOH and take Spencer, and Andy will win, which is just like the worst case scenario. But you never know, because Gina Marie actually did really well in the last questions competition that they had. She made it to the tiebreaker, so she could surprise us, even though she's not too smart. Those are her own words. So until next time, the final spoiler of the season, much love.